Okay, how are you all today? See you then,
Hi,
Faldo.
Kak Fana.
Okay, good, very good. So welcome back again to the class. So for today's class, I told you before, I think so. So today is going to be our last class about our grammar class, okay, or our tenses class. Have I told you before what material are we going to study for today's class?
Iya, Kak Fana.
Have I told you what material are we going to study for today's class?
Uh, Present perfect.
Present perfect.
Ano?
Yes. Okay. Have you studied about present perfect before, Seal and Faldo? Have you studied about it? Have you both
No,
studied?
I think today we have a test.
Yes, I think so.
I thought I told you already last meeting on Friday last week. So we are going to have our last class today about. So we're going to learn present perfect last one today, and then we're going to have our meet test on Friday. Okay, so today is not the meet test, but it will be on Friday. Okay, Seal Faldo, because we have one more material that we have to discuss
Okay.
on before we had the meet test. Okay, so the last one would be about present perfect. You told it. You have told me already. So, Faldo, what is present perfect? Tell me what is present.
Present perfect is tenses explain about something that happened in the past, and the conflict is sampai sekarang until now the conflict.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, it could be the conflict or it could be anything. Okay, good. Very good, Faldo. Seal, what's the formula of present perfect tense?
Uh, Subject plus have, has or have plus verb three.
And conflict or conflict.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Can you give me one example, Seal?
Mm, he has.
Mhm.
He has. Wait, Kak Fana. He
Wait, yeah,
has.
what is happening to my? Can you see the screen now, Faldo? Okay, okay. Sorry for that, Seal, Faldo. There was something wrong with my Zoom, but I figured it out. Okay, sorry. Let's say it again, Seal. What's the example of present perfect tense? Can you give me one example?
Uh, he has gone to school.
He was. Can you say it again? He.
He has gone
Go.
Okay.
to school.
Okay. Gone to school. Not gone, but
Gone.
gone to school.
Gone.
Okay.
Gone
So
to
yeah,
school.
verb three of go,
Okay.
right? It's go, went,
Yes.
gone. Yeah.
Gone.
Wait, yeah, let me try to share screen again. I hope it works this time. I don't know what happened with my phone. Sometimes always like this. So annoying. Let's work this time. Okay, there's something happening. Okay, see you, Father. Can you see something now on my share screen?
Uh,
No ka ba ng
No.
monthly loading?
yes.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
Kak.
Oh, thank God. I don't know what happened with my Zoom lately. Present perfect tense. Yes. So subject plus have or has plus verb 3. Wait, plus object. It's supposed to be plus. Okay, good. Okay, I'm sorry for that, Sil. Do you mind if you read your example one more time? Would you mind with that? He,
Okay,
I
Kak
believe
Fano.
it start with he, right? He,
He, yes, he has
gone.
gone, gone,
Gone.
He has gone
he
to
has gone to
school.
school.
Yes. Okay, very good. He has gone to school. Okay, so he has gone to school, which means he went to school, but up until now, he's not yet at home. He's still at school, right? Because he's now in school. He's now at school. Okay, so maybe let me help you to understand present perfect even better. So I'm gonna give you two sentences. The first one was I lived in Ambon, and the next one would be I have lived in Ambon. Can you tell me what's the difference between these two sentences? I lived in Ambon and I have lived in Ambon. This is probably one of the easiest way for you to
Artinya,
understand about present
I live in Ambon itu
in English.
like
Mhm.
like mm, like stay, maybe she or he stay in Ambon,
Mhm.
stay in Ambon, not now, but he stay in Ambon or all years, for sepanjang tahun lah.
For what, Faldo?
Ya jelaskan apa? Jelaskan.
What's that? Still, if you want to, you
What?
can also try. Yeah. If you want to, you can also
Um,
try.
I live in Ambon. Maybe means uh, this person is live in Ambon in the past, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe in now he is not live in Ambon. And the second apa, sentence is he live in Ambon. Yes, until now, in the past and until now.
Yes, good. Great job. That was really good. So I lived in Ambon, just like Seal say, which means somewhere in the past. We didn't know when, but could be probably like 2 years ago. I lived in Ambon 2 years ago, for example, which means 2 years ago I lived in Ambon. Now, at the moment, right now, at the moment I'm speaking right now, I do not live anymore in Ambon. Okay, but if I say I have lived in Ambon, which means that I have lived in Ambon somewhere in the past, and up until now, I still live there. I still live here in Ambon. So for the time signal, we could use since. We could either use since or we could either use for. So we can say since 2005, for example, or for 10 years, I would say, for example. Yes, years, wait, years. Hey, years. Okay. So I have lived in Ambon. Should have been preposition there. I have lived in Ambon since 2005 and I have lived in Ambon for 10 years. Okay. So the since and for are the time signal that we can use for present perfect tense. Okay, follow those? So for past tense, we have like last year, 2 years ago, last week, and blah, 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 blah. And for present perfect, I use either since or for. Now my next question would be, do you know when do we use since and when do we use for? What's the difference between since and for?
Since
Yes,
since
I've
is sejak
studied.
selama, for is selama.
Okay, but what's the difference? I mean, yeah, you explained that in Bahasa Indonesia, but I want that to be in English. Can you try to
We
explain
we
that in
use
English?
we use since we use since for when we when we want to talk, we maybe we live in Ambon since uh, in 2005 is
Mm-hmm.
uh, like
I just wrote two
we want
examples
to
here.
solve.
Yeah, another two examples over here. You can,
We
yeah,
want to solve for we want to
bad idea.
solve for someone when we live in there, when we live in there. So we use since for explain about when we live in there.
Sejak kapan
Hmm.
gitu.
Ya kapan,
Yeah,
ya kapan.
yeah, okay. And four would be for,
Uh, for
yeah, yeah, yes, yeah. So
berapa
just mention it.
lama?
But I want you to explain that in English. Uh, in Bahasa Indonesia, you could say that, but how do
How
you
long?
explain that in
How
English?
long?
Yeah, yeah.
How long we live in the
Yeah. So if you use for, if you use, oh wait, okay, I'm sorry. My two sentences are using the same one. For 5 years and for, okay, wait, since, for example, since this morning, for example. Okay. Okay, so again, let's go back again. If I say I've lived in Ambon since 2005, which means I talk about some specific time in the past. Okay, it could be either month, it could be either time, it could be either year, and etc. and etc. Okay, so some specific year or some specific time in the past. But when I use for, I talk about a long period of time. How long does it take? Okay. Oh, it took 10 years. How long have you studied English? I studied English for 5 years. Okay. So I talk about how long, period of time. Okay. How long? But if I answer with I've waited since this morning, so I could ask like, since when do you wait for me? Oh, so in what is it? Period of time in the past, not a period of time. I mean, um, a time or some specific time in the past. So I could say this morning, which means this morning. I do not say how long have I waited, but I say since this morning. Okay, so I could talk about some specific time in the past. This morning. Now it's not morning anymore, so that's why I said I've waited since this morning. Okay, so just remember if we use for, it's for how long, a period of time. And if we use since, we talk about some specific time in the past. So far, can you get it, Faldo? Still? And four?
yes,
Yes,
so far.
Stefano.
Okay, good. Great. Now let's continue again. Okay, let's just use the sentence then. I lived in Ambon for 2 years. So this is positive sentence. How do you change that into, oh wait, I missed something here. The auxiliary, have lived in Ambon. Okay. If you wonder which one is the verb, have is not the verb. Okay. So have over here, some students are confused between I have lived in Ambon for 2 years with this sentence. I have a flower, for example. Flower. What's the difference between these two sentences? What do you guys think? I have lived in Ambon for 2 years and I have a flower.
Flower is not verb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Flower is not a verb. Flower is an object. So what's the difference? What do you guys think it's the difference? This is sentence one and this is sentence two. What's the main difference? Oh, look at that. Okay, Faldo, Seal, anyone want to try? What do you guys think are the difference between sentence
In
one and sentence two? Yeah.
in the first sentence,
Mm-hmm.
we use have because in the present perfect tense, we must use have for to be for are and
Okay, but
for
have is not to
in
be.
the
Be careful, have is not to be.
yeah, yes, maybe for pelengkap.
Yup, you could say that. You could say that. We call it auxiliary verb. Auxiliary. Yeah. So
Auxiliary.
auxiliary, if you confuse what is auxiliary, we don't only have to be, right? So auxiliary are to be, but there's also to do and to have. Okay, and then you have like will, you have want, you have can, and so on and so on. So this is what we call with auxiliary verbs. Okay, so not only to be, not only to be, but we have to be, to do, to have, will, want, can, and so on and so on. Should, shall, it's also auxiliary. Can you all get it? Faldo, can you get it?
Yes,
That's
yes,
fine.
Bapak.
Yeah, have is not to be. Okay, but that's a very good explanation. This, you could say this pelengkap. Yeah, you may say that. But now, still, my question is, what's the difference between I have lived and I have a flower?
Um, the perbedaannya tuh in the second sentence, we use have because the sentence is I have a flower. In the have, we use have for menyatakan uh, uh, menyatakan like this is my kepunyaan begitu.
What tenses is this, Faldo? What tenses is this?
Uh,
Do you know what tenses?
present,
Simple present.
simple present tense.
Yeah,
Simple present
simple
tense.
present tense. And what tenses is this?
Simple perfect. Present perfect tense.
Present perfect tense. Yeah. So if you're confused, don't get confused between have. Have, this one act as a verb. So this one is a verb one. Okay. But if we look here, have over here, this one is not verb one. Okay. This one is auxiliary. So in this case, in this sentence, have is the auxiliary and lift is the main verb. So lift is the verb three. Okay. Yep. So don't get confused between this one. Don't get tricked. Okay. Great. Let's continue again. How do you make it into negative sentence?
I
I
haven't
I haven't lived
lived
in
in
Ambon
Ambon
for
for
3 years.
3 years.
I haven't lived in Ambon. Yes, for blah 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 blah. Good. So it's easy, right? I haven't. I have changed into I haven't. Stands for I have not. Great. How do you make it into question now? Question.
Have I lived in Ambon for
In
3 years?
Ambon.
Why
Yes.
3 years?
Great. Have I lived? Still verb three. Have I lived in Ambon?
Huh?
Blah 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 blah. Okay. Good. Great. Any questions so far, Faldo, Seal? So this is the probably one of the easiest
Oh,
one. We have positive, we have negative, we have question sentences. Now this one again, this is a verbal sentence, which means there's a verb in the sentence. Now how do you make it into nominal sentence? For example, the same. I am a teacher. Yeah, classic sentence. How do you change this sentence into present perfect tense? So in bahasa Indonesia it
I
would be
have
like, yeah, yeah. I have.
I have a teacher.
I have a teacher. So if I wrote like this, it would be saya mempunyai seorang guru. I have a teacher.
I I have been a teacher.
Say it again, Faldo. I have.
I
I have been a teacher.
I have been like this.
Yes, Bapak.
No, being is verb ing. Remember, we use verb three. Okay,
B
we use verb three.
B yang tulis begun.
Began, began, began.
Be
I
gone?
have
No, no,
begun.
no, no, no. It's not be gone. To be, right? We have to use to be.
Bin.
Remember? Well, repeat that, Sil. Can you?
Bin.
Been. Good.
Bin.
Yes. Been. So this is the verb three form of to be. Okay. So we have am is are. We
I
have
have been a
was
teacher.
where. We have been for verb three. Okay. That's the verb three there. I have been a teacher. Great. Now, how do you make that into negative sentence? Sil and Faldo? I have been a
I
teacher.
haven't been a teacher.
Yep. I,
I haven't been a teacher.
yes, great. I
Have
haven't been a teacher. I haven't been a teacher. And question would be,
have have I been a teacher?
good job. Have I been a teacher?
Teacher.
Okay, good. Great job.
Why did
Any
you say?
questions so far for nominal sentence? Sil, Faldo? No? Okay. If no, then I'll give you time, each of you, 2 minutes. I'll give each of you 2 minutes to make your own examples of present perfect tense. Okay? So you make one verbal sentence, one example for verbal sentences, and one example for nominal sentences. Okay? Which means you are going to have 6 sentences. So 3 for verbals and 3 for nominals. Okay? So make 2 examples, 2 sentences, and then change them into negative and question too. Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes to do it. Oh, okay. Sorry for that. But is the Wi-Fi working there, Sil and Faldo?
No, Kapano, we use packet.
Oh, you used that. Okay. Thank God. That's okay. So have you done with your examples, Sil and Faldo?
Tinggal yang nominal sudah.
Nominal. Okay. That's okay. I'll give you time. Where do you guys live again, Sil and Faldo? Where is your address in Ambon? Paso? Or
Usaha habis na paano?
no, I mean,
So,
I mean your address in Ambon. Where do you live in Ambon?
besap.
Satu kapan?
Toisapu. Okay, that was actually
Yeah.
really close to my village. Do you know where is my village?
Yes, Lata. Lata?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, maksudnya kira
I mean
kepala tingkat.
my origin. Where do I really come from?
Oh, in Hutumuri.
Yeah, Utumuri.
Utumuri?
Mm. In Utumuri, yeah.
Yes, we are kayak satu. Katanya satu ini dusunnya, sedangkan Hutumuri desanya.
Okay, I'm confused. Okay, but you live in Toisapu or in Hutumuri? Toisapu, right? I think. In Toisapu. So do you know, I have some family there. Ibu, I don't know if you guys call her Ibu or not, but I call her Tanta Fanny.
Tanta Fanny.
Yeah, she's an English teacher in Hutumuri at elementary school. Funny. Her son is Michael. Siapa nih Kaka Michael? I call her Kaka Michael. I call him Kaka Michael. Sorry. No, what was their last name? Horo, I think. Horo.
Tinggalnya di mana? Di
Toisapu. I have no idea.
Tinggal di Toisapu.
In Toisapu, yeah, in Toisapu. But I don't really know exactly which part of Toisapu is that. But her father is Opaloli. I don't know if you know him or not. Her father is Opaloli. Yeah, Opaloli is my grandpa. He played that. He played the shell, tahuri.
Iya dong, aku ajar. Orang tiap tahun.
Yeah, he did.
Ento kasih latihan anak-anak itu para dia tamu-tamu.
So do you know his daughter, Kaka Fanny or Tanta Fanny? I'm not sure how do you call her.
We must ask my grandma for
okay. Fanny
because my
Horo.
grandma Saya
Hmm,
cuma
okay.
pasti tahu lah karena orangnya
Okay,
ada
okay.
lagi punya gitu.
That's okay then.
Kadang cuma tinggal enam, sembilan, itu.
Okay. So, who wants to read their sentence first? Who wants to read the sentence? Faldo, maybe? Or Seal? Okay, Seal.
Um, he has broke this car since 2020.
Mm-hmm.
The negative, he has not broke this car since
Broke.
2020.
Okay, last one.
And the question form, has he broke this car since 2020?
Has broke the car in 2020. Like this, Seal? Is this your sentence?
No, Gavana,
He has broke the
broke,
car.
bring, bring,
Oh,
Ano,
broke. Okay, 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 okay. Okay. Okay, I heard it was broke, so I thought, broke should not. Broke is not verb three.
bring.
Broke. This one, right? He has
Yes,
broke the car. Okay, good. Yeah, the sentence is correct then. So this is verbal sentence. What about nominal sentence here?
the nominal sentence is the positive. Positive is I have been a student for 10 years.
Okay, good. And then,
The negative is I haven't been a student for 10 years.
yes.
The question is have I been a student for 10 years?
Good. Great job. Very good example. Good sale. Okay, Faldo now.
makanya stay was punya Febri stay kah?
What is it, Faldo?
Stay.
Stay punya Febri.
Stay, this one.
Yes.
Okay, stay is regular verb. So
Oh,
what do
stay.
you think? Yep.
Stay. Stay. Sudah, you be quiet. I have stayed in my house for 1 year.
And
Negative sentence. I haven't stayed in my house for 1 year. The
okay.
question sentence. I have, I have again. Have I stayed in my house for 1 year?
Yep. Great. Very good. Nominal sentence
Then
now.
nominal. He has been a farmer for 5 years.
Yes. Great.
He hasn't been a farmer for 5 years. Has he been a farmer for 5 years?
Yep. Good. Great job. Okay. Very good, Sil and Faldo. Yep. The sentences are correct. All of them are correct. Very good. So I think maybe that's enough for the explanation. Do you still have any questions so far, Faldo and Sil, before we jumped into the exercises? Do you still
No,
have any
Papa, no.
questions? No. Okay. Great.
No.
So now let's have the exercise. Let's do the exercise. Okay. I'm gonna start first with the easiest one. Okay. I hope it works. Uh oh. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Can you see the screen, Sil and Valdo? Or was it all black? Because I see nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
black.
it's black. Okay, wait, yeah. What happened with my Google Chrome now? Wait. Okay, it opened now. Share screen again. Share. Yep. Can you see it now, Faldo, Seal?
Yes,
Yes,
Savannah.
Yep. Okay,
yeah.
good. So the same like what we did in the previous classes. So when you choose the answer, you also have to explain the answer. Okay. Let's do number one. Start from Seal.
Uh, number one. Oh yeah, it's a great movie. I have blah 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 that movie many times. I chose B
Okay. Why?
because uh, the answer for the number one is melihat. So melihat in
C. Benar C.
yeah melihat in English for three is seen.
Yes. Good. Great. Very good explanation, Seal. Great job. Faldo, you do number two. You number two now. True.
Have you have you blah 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 really strange or interesting? Yeah. Or have you blah 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 really strange or interesting book? Mm, have you ever eaten really have you ever eaten really strange or interesting food?
Yeah, benar.
Okay. Why do you choose that?
I choose
Explain to me.
I choose B ever eaten because this is question sentence so I choose that. I choose because the sentence uh, question is have you blah 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 really strange or interesting food? So the answer uh, must ever eaten because this is the question.
Okay. Okay. Good. Great. Yeah. Yeah. That's okay then. Very good, Faldo. Seal, you do number three now.
Uh, blah 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 blah. Your brother tells to your yes, yes, he blah 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 blah. Hey, have wait a minute. Have you brother talked to
This is your Seal. Careful. We studied that
Issue.
before.
um,
Your.
your oh yeah.
Yeah.
Has your brother talked to your yes?
To you.
Yes, he has.
Mhm.
You.
And then
Yes, he has.
he have. So you choose option B
He
or
has.
C.
He.
B or C. Seal.
He. He.
C. Okay. Why
Yeah.
C? Why not B?
I choose I choose he because the apa?
Sebenarnya udah begitu.
uh,
Dari orangnya udah begitu. Hah?
yang saya tuju
Oh, asli keluar. Asli keluar.
Auxiliary.
uh, uh,
Auxiliary.
auxiliary, yeah,
Yes, auxiliary.
auxiliary for
Auxiliary. Yes.
you is your. For your thing with uh, he, yeah, he
Mhm.
or he. So we use has,
We use has. Good. Instead of have.
has,
Good.
and
Yeah. And then
get, and then yeah, and then we I and then I use has for the next sentence because the
mhm, auxiliary. Yes.
auxiliary
Absolutely. Absolutely.
auxiliary from for he is has.
Yes.
So
Good.
I could
Yeah.
see
Great job, Sil.
Yes.
Very good. Number
enough
4, Faldo. You do it now.
auxiliary.
My family and I, blah 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 blah, to many different countries around the world. My family and I have flown to many different countries around the world.
Yes. Good. Why not has flown?
Um, I will have
Because
because
we
I I and my family is we and I. So I so we must use have because auxiliary for that is have.
Good. Very good. Number 5, Seal.
my sister blah 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 right right
Ridden.
right
Right?
Ridden.
reason
Reason.
no reason a bicycle. He is afraid that he will come.
He goes.
The I just I just had never
Okay, good. Why?
because
Why not has ever? Why do you have to choose has never?
I just had never because the sentence is
Um,
my sister is right a bicycle but she um never tidak pernah
Mhm, yes.
dia
Never is tidak pernah.
dia
because he is
yeah
scared to
afraid that he will off
fall down from the
bicycle.
bicycle.
Yeah. Good, great. So if I ask you, do you think the first sentence, what type of sentence is that? Is that a positive, negative, or question? What do you think? If we use never, my sister has never.
Positive
Positive? Are you sure?
or negative.
Dia ada kusangka
Yeah.
kalau
So
itu
now I want you to pay attention over here. If we use never, which means it would be negative sentence. Okay, my sister has never. That's negative. But if I say my sister has ever, then it would be positive. Have you ever
okay.
blah 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 blah?
Okay.
Blah? Yeah. Oh, I have ever blah 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 blah. Okay. I heard so many students of mine also say I ever kakafano. Kakafano say pernah. They translate pernah to ever. So who has ever gone to Jakarta before and they say I ever kakafano I ever. No, we do not say I ever. We say I have. Okay. Oh, I have ever been there. Yeah, you could say that. But don't forget, we do not say I ever. Saya pernah itu bukan I ever, but I have. Okay? Can you get it so far, Seal Faldo?
Okay, Gavano.
Yes, good.
Yes.
Yes,
Number 6, let's
yes,
continue
kawan.
again. Faldo, number 6.
Blah 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 blah. You talk
Uh,
to Mr.
Mister.
Perfect. No, I blah blah blah. Yeah, the answer is B.
Yeah.
Have you talked to Mr. Perfect? No, I haven't.
Yes. Do you want to explain also why?
I
Or
can explain.
I think that's
Yeah.
probably easy for you, yeah. But that's okay.
Yes,
If you want to explain, go ahead.
actually,
Yeah.
I choose
Okay.
B because uh, I choose B because auxiliary for you is have, you know that. And why
I
I
actually
choose
don't know it. I just know it. Wow. Thank you so much, Waldo.
uh,
That was really helpful.
I and I choose heaven because in the second in the second sentence is negative form. So I use heaven because in the first uh, the itu perempuan apa lagi satu
Mister.
maybe he oh
Mister is
Hmm.
maybe
laki-laki.
he
What do you think, Mister?
answer maybe he so he answer no so no is negative so I choose heaven
Oh,
heaven
okay, okay. I'm sorry, Mr. Parfit. Parfit. Yeah, Mr. Parfit is the person that they are talking about. So they're the B one is not Mr. Parfit. Yeah, I'm sorry. So that's why this person
yeah,
asking you talk to Mr. Parfit. Yeah, so they're not their option B or B is not Mr. Parfit. Yeah. Okay, good. Very good,
I know
Faldo.
that
Yeah, good. Great. Number
your turn
7.
Number
Still.
your turn
I'm sorry, but
Okay.
I blah 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 fin- finish my homework yet. I'm sorry, but I haven't finished my homework yet.
Good.
I should see.
can you explain it
Yes, I can explain. I answer I just see
Okay,
because
Mr. Faldo.
I
Mm-hmm.
just see because this subject for the sentence is I, so I just have
Okay.
and yeah,
Okay.
and
Why
this
not?
is
Why not have?
negative.
Okay. How do you know it's negative, Sil? How do you know?
But
bermula dari I'm sorry
yeah, I'm sorry, but yes, it's in the sentence we use I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So
Good.
maybe
Great.
yeah, simply.
Yeah. Good. Great. Very good, Sil.
oh my
Okay.
god
I'm
you
just gonna
explained
skip.
it
I'm just gonna skip number 8, and I'm gonna choose which number I think maybe a little bit, difficult because number 8 is too easy for all of you. So let me check. Um, Number 9, Faldo. Do it. Try to do it, Faldo.
kasih itu semua ya kan semua
Oh, you mean like number 9.
soalnya
Number 9.
lihatin
Oh, saya ketiga. Okay.
okay Eva, Thomas, and Robert, blah 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 blah, Hong Kong many times. Eva, Thomas, and Robert have been to Hong
Yeah,
Kong
been.
many times. Many times. Yes, I choose C.
Why?
Why? I choose C because the sentence is Eva, Thomas, and Robert. So the subject for
Been.
three person in the sentence is they.
Okay.
Apa pintu?
Mhm. Yeah.
They. So I
Why
choose
not?
have
Why
because
not have
they
been only? Why not
have
option
been.
A? Mhm.
Uh, I use
Yeah.
two. I use two because for the place. I choose two for place.
Ah,
So it's not because if I not don't use two, the sentence is for tidak sambung tidak saling sambung.
yeah. Good. Great, Faldo. Yeah. So if there's a what is it? If there's a place, then we have to use to because to in this sentence would be like ke Hong Kong. Okay, I have been to Hong Kong. Good. Great job.
True.
Okay, let's jump in again. Let's jump in again. It's easy. 12, 13. Easy. Number, number 14. Still number 14.
Oh, yes. Have you done?
Ada.
Have you? Wait. Have you? Oh, no, wait. Wait, yang mana?
Dante.
Done, yes.
You did
Have
done.
you done your homework? Yes, I have.
Okay. Why?
Because uh,
Okay,
yeah,
explain it.
verb 3 from do is done, and
Issue.
okay, and auxiliary for I is have. So I just see.
The others.
Yeah. Good. Great. So if you confuse between option A and option C, then option C is the correct one. Okay. If someone probably confused, why don't we just say yes, I do? We could say yes, I do if the question is with do. Oh, the lamp is turned on, right?
Penyerang.
Yeah, the lamp is turned on. Good. Great. Okay, very good.
Because I use titik kerang sinyal.
Yeah, that was nice. So number 15 now, Paulo.
This is magic.
It's magic. Nice.
Okay,
But don't play with magic. You can get tricked by magic too.
Fuck.
Number 15.
Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah. Have you been? Fine, thanks. Okay, I choose A
Why A?
because in the A asked to be how have
Iya, mengapa saya pilih how?
salah B saya B what have you been apa sudah kamu buat musik how bodoh
No,
bagaimana
kita bilang how.
bagaimana keadaan kamu kan dijawabnya fine thanks.
Yeah, how but why, Paulo? Why how? Why how? Or maybe you can translate it. What do you think option A is trying to ask to option B? What question is he trying to ask? Blah blah blah. Have you been? Fine, thanks.
Semua kak udah kan terus foto
Paulo? Yep.
I'm sorry Kak, because the connection is unstable.
Oh, okay. But I can see you clearly.
Yeah, but the Kavano is
Slow mo, Kavano, slow mo.
Okay, so I probably look like
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Wah, gelap.
So let's continue again.
Okay.
Why
I choose how. I choose how because in the text A has to be how have you been? Bagaimana keadaan kamu in Indonesian language? So so B answer fine thanks. Baik, terima kasih.
Okay, good. What is the question mean? What does it mean? How have you been?
How have you been?
What does it mean?
Bagaimana keadaan kamu?
Yeah. What's the difference between how have you been with how are you? What's the difference? How are you and how have you been?
The different because this is present perfect.
Yes. So the meaning is also different, right?
We must use have and been. We use been if the sentence is not verbal sentence, then it's nomination.
Okay, that could also be correct, but I'm actually expecting some answers like, "Oh, kakafona," because if we say, "How have you been?" it means that we ask like this, or if we ask, "How are you?" we are actually trying to ask this. So, "How are you?" is actually when you ask how someone is right at the moment. So, for example, I just meet Seal, and then I say, "Hi, Seal, how are you?" Yeah, so right at that moment, how do you feel, Seal? Okay, you say, "Oh, I'm fine." But if I ask, "How have you been?" which means like this whole time, this whole day, could be the whole day. How have you been? Okay, so from like, could be from the morning until now. How have you been? Okay, so there's a long period of time there compared to how are you. Can you get it, Pablo? Still?
Yes.
Kakana,
Okay, last one, still. Go ahead.
kita buat
Yang mana?
Number 16.
Number 16 ke mana?
Yes.
Okay. Have you finished answering all the questions? Yes.
Why that?
Itu.
Oh,
Bantu. Wait, kapan?
aku bisa udah
Wait, kapan?
Yeah. Although you could
Yes.
also help Seal to answer it. Okay. So while waiting for Seal, you could also think about the answer. Why should it be yet? Have you finished answering
Itu
all the
ya.
questions?
uh,
I like so far. Do you
Yeah.
in you have anyone you in either?
wait,
You
kapan?
look
Wait.
so
That's
hard.
okay. I'll give you
You look
time.
so hard.
Why don't we just
Can
say,
you
have you
get
finished answering all the questions ever? Or have you finished answering all the questions never? This one is easy. I've talked about this one before. In example number 6 maybe. Yeah. Of why do we have to use never? And if we use never, what will happen to the sentence? If we use ever, what will happen? What will happen to the sentence?
you look so hard?
Hmm?
You look so hard.
Hmm.
Can you get
Ah,
the answer for the question?
ini ke mana? Dan ini in the last question, Kafana say ever for positive,
Yes.
never for negative, and yes,
Yes.
maybe for
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. Exactly. Exactly. Very good. Yeah.
Exactly.
So have you finished
It's
yet?
easy. Easy, man.
I'm not gonna say it's easy because there are a lot of students who also make mistakes here. So it depends on the students. If they understand it, then it would be easy for them. Okay. Knowing the answer is different with understanding the answer. You get what I mean? So you could just know, oh, number 6 is option A, but then to make sure that the students understand, I would always ask them, why do you choose A? Why the answer is A? Okay? So that's why what I mean by checking the understanding. So you not only know the answer, but you should also understand the answer. Good. So this one, have you finished answering all the questions yet? Then you could answer him or the person that's asking by uh, not yet or yes, I have. Okay. So you could also answer with yet, not yet, belum. Can you get it too?
Yes.
Yeah.
You
Good.
look like a
Great job. Okay, we
You.
still have a couple more time, so let's just do the other exercise. Let's just do it until number 5. We're gonna have to do all of that. Okay, let's just do number 1. Oh no, number 1 and 2 have
I've
been done.
seen I've been
Until number 8,
that
maybe, or number
Yeah.
7. Let's just do it there. Okay, and this is also going to be our last exercise or before the meat test. Okay. So Faldo, let's do number three, Faldo.
Jennifer didn't finish her homework. Have, have homework.
Oh, by the way, what you have to do is you have to change the sentences because all of the sentences are in past tense. Okay, you have to change them into present perfect tense. You could also see the examples above, number one and number two. So go ahead. What's number three? Faldo?
Jennifer Jennifer hasn't finished her homework.
Yes. Jennifer hasn't, not hasn't finished her
Haven't.
homework. Yes. Good. Great. Number four, Seal.
Did they meet the president?
Mhm.
Have they? Have they? Wait. Have they
Meet
meet met
Math. Is math verb
Math.
three or verb
Math.
two? Math.
verb 3?
meeting.
Math. Ini verb ing.
Verb
Math.
eight.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah.
yes, math.
Um,
Math.
did have they meet
Math.
Have they met the president?
Math the president. Yeah. Good. Great. Very good, Seal. Be careful of the what is it of the writings because there are some words who are also have the same pronunciations or have the same sounds, like met and then met, and then we also have mat. Yes. Do you know what does it mean? The first mat.
Mat. Mat.
I don't
M A
know,
T.
but I know yang perkiti
Okay. What's that? Hold on.
yang buat maybe.
No,
Sebarang.
no, that's meat. Probably. I assume you probably think it's made with E. Madi. That's no.
Hmm.
Mat, mat, mat. Yeah. So the first mat, probably you never heard this word before, but mat is actually kesataki. So doormat. Have you ever heard that? Doormat. Doormat. We call it doormat. A lot of my students also say the kesataki. They call it welcome because it says welcome in kesataki. But kesataki is not welcome. Kesataki we call it doormat. So this is the mat for kesat. Okay. And this one, mat, this one, have you ever seen it? Aldo, see it? In Kedua. I think you've seen it before, but probably forgot. Mat.
Marah.
Ah, yeah. Yep. Mat, mara. Mhm. Great. Very good. So mat. But different writing, different pronunciations. I mean, same pronunciations, different writing. Different meanings as well. Good. Number five, Aldo.
No, we haven't.
Yes. Yep, you could just say the answer like that, by the way. Great. Seal number six.
Hmm. Have sebarang. Has.
Itulah.
Yeah.
Has Roberto visit
Has.
visit.
Has Roberto his.
Mhm.
Halo, halo.
His
For
Vancouver.
visit, yeah,
Halo.
for visit seal, we actually say visited. I forgot if I explained to you or not, but
Ale.
if the verb ends with the at the end, so visit,
Ya.
Visit.
it's already end with the
Visit.
right? So it would be yeah, it would be difficult if it ends with ed. If it ends with ed, then it would be difficult for us to pronounce it like visit,
Visit.
right? Yeah.
Visit.
For example, like
My father calling me for asked me, did you study for your test tomorrow? Anjay.
Oh, good. Good then. Oh yeah, you have test tomorrow. Yeah. So good luck for your test, although. And
Okay,
for
bro.
our test would be
Okay.
on Friday. And good luck also for that. Let's continue again. Still visited, by the way. For this one we call it we say visited, not visit. Yeah,
Visited. Visited.
visited. Yeah.
Visited.
Because visit ends with that t sounds, right? So we would have double t
Visited.
if we use ed at the end. So visited.
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 Has
Visited.
Roberto visited
Visited.
visit
Visited.
Visited, visited.
Does has Roberto visited
Yeah.
Betul
How do
lagi.
you read this one? How
Has
do you read this one?
Roberto
Betul,
visited?
betul yang ini. Vancouver.
Vancouver. Vancouver.
Vancouver.
Yeah.
Bahasa
Vancouver.
Belanda mungkin.
Itu nama tempat.
Nama tempat.
Yeah, it's a place. It's a name. It's a name of a city, I would say. Yeah. And then number 7, Sil or Faldo?
Yes,
Faldo.
he has. Yes, he has.
Has
Yes. Yeah.
My question very short.
Number 8, Sil.
Mr. Smith has not read has not read the book.
Red?
Wrote read
Read. Bodoh.
Read, read, what? Really?
Oh yeah.
Really? Read, read, what?
Yeah, itu. Read.
Read.
The book.
Read. How do you
Read,
spell
read.
that? How do you spell read for verb 3?
For 3,
Verb 3 or
same
3?
with read.
All of them are the same, right? Right?
Right.
The
Read,
writings, the writings are the same,
Right.
but be careful. Verb 2, we read it rat.
Rat.
Okay, rat. Verb 3,
Read,
no.
read.
Yeah, no. Verb 3 we don't read it rat. No,
Right.
that would be incorrect. We go back again to the verb 1 sentence. So read,
Read.
rat, read.
Read,
Oh,
read.
balik.
Read.
Read.
Yeah,
One read. Read.
very good.
One read.
Number 9, Faldo. Let's just do it until number 10, okay? Let's just do it until number 10. Number 9. So number 9, Faldo. He was a teacher. Oh, that's the example before. That was the example before, Faldo. If you pay attention, then you know it.
He been.
Salah. He have been.
Itu he have been a teacher. Bila kami
Bukan.
bilang batu
He have?
He have been.
He has. He has.
He has.
He has,
been.
yeah. He has
He has
been a teacher.
A
Wait.
teacher.
Yeah. Number 10, Sil. How do you do that?
Where
How
you
do
bergerak?
do
Where
that?
you in?
Da-da-da. How you
Have
do
you
that?
in?
Tarara,
Have you in?
tarara. Are you like that?
Have you in jail?
Have you in jail? Okay, but let me ask you again, Sil. Do you think this is a verbal sentence or nominal sentence?
Been you?
Apa nih? Verbal.
Verbal? Are you sure? What's the verb? Where's the verb?
Oh.
Masih. Where itu partihel. So, itu
Where this
apa?
one is
Itu.
to be. It's past tense. The to be for past tense. You were, she was, and so on and so on. So, is this correct? Have you in jail? We forgot something here. We lack something here. There's something missing in that sentence.
Have been.
Be.
Have
Have been
you
you?
been? Have
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 you
you
you?
been?
been?
Have you been? Yes, great. Have you been in jail? Have you been in jail?
You been a teacher,
What's
life is
jail?
a wishing well.
What is jail? Seal and
What
powder.
is
Jail.
it?
You know what is jail?
Eh,
Jail.
emang kamu
Have you, Paldo? Have you been in jail? Have you ever been in jail,
jail?
Paldo? Yeah.
What is jail? What is jail?
Just try answer me before you check on
I
the
don't
translation.
know.
Have you ever been in
What
jail?
is
Jail.
Just guessing.
Kapan?
Yeah. Have you ever been in jail, Paldo?
Oh,
What do you think?
penjara.
Oh, maybe
Penjara, kakak.
cell?
Penjara. He search in Google, so I.
Ah, okay. So, Seal, do you think Paldo has ever been to jail before?
Yes, I have been
You have
go
been
to
there.
yes,
Hmm.
because
What did you do? Did you kill
because
someone?
I pukul-pukul dinding-dinding kasih rontok-rontok
Ah, okay.
dari
I don't think you're not supposed to
Yummy.
be. I don't think you're not supposed to be in jail for that. You're supposed to be in mental health care. Untuk yang mentalnya terganggu, not in jail.
Sakit jiwa.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So for mental health care. Okay, good, great. So let's just finish until number 10. And again, I think maybe that's enough for our today's class and perfect, and also the exercises. Do you still have any questions?
I
Although
hasn't I haven't cleaned my room.
you haven't cleaned your room. Oh yeah, that's for number 11. Let's say. Okay, good. So far, do you still have any questions, Pablo and Stu, about present perfect?
No,
No, no,
no.
please. Understand ini.
No. Okay,
No.
good. So again, before I ended up the Zoom meeting, I just want to say that please be ready for Friday, okay? Because on Friday you're going to have
Aduh,
your
di sini.
meet test.
Wait, kemana di laptop ya? Mama.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's okay. I'm almost
Minta
finished, by the
tahu.
way. I'm also almost finished.
Ah, ya.
That's okay. Okay, good. So I just want to remind all of you again, Seal and Faldo, don't forget to study about the tenses that we have studied before. Not only present continuous, but we also study about personal pronoun and possessive adjective, possessive pronoun. Also study about that. Okay. On Friday, we are going to have you are going to have your meet test. Okay, Seal, Faldo. Okay.
Oke, Kak Fano.
Okay, good. So don't forget to study. I hope you good luck for that, and I'll see you on Friday for your meet test. Thank you so much for joining today's class. Bye, see you. Bye, Faldo.
Baik, Kak Fano.